Hi all, welcome back to a new video of Horilla. Today, let's have an overview of the R account in the attendance module of Horilla. So under the attendance module, you'll be able to view the R account. So over here, the R account provides a centralized view of employee attendance metrics, allowing the HR teams and managers to monitor work contributions effectively. So it shows the employee's contribution to the company by hour. And from this view, we'll be able to track all of the employees' total worked hours by month or year. So over here, the view has been filtered by the year 2025 and it has been grouped by the field month. So we have the month over here under which we have all the hour accounts that has been recorded for that month, and each employee is listed with their name and relevant details such as month and year of the tracking, and the filters allows us to refine the view based on specific months or year. So when we remove the filter, we'll be able to view all of the employees our accounts that has been recorded in different months and year. So we have the employee's name, and then we have the month at which the R account has been created, and then we have the year. That is, at this month and year, this R account has been created for this employee. Then we have the worked hours. That is the total hours contributed by an employee during the selected time period. Next is the hours to validate. So if you have any remaining hours that needs to be validated by the admin or HR, you'll be able to view that hours to validate over here. Next is the pending hours. That is the hours expected but not yet completed. So some organization may have a minimum working hours. That is, let's say this organization has a minimum working hour of 8 hours 15 minutes. So if the employee has worked only for 8 hours, so let's say the employee's worked hours is 8 hours, so the pending hours will be 15 minutes. That is, according to the minimum working hours set for the organization, the employee must complete those 15 minutes. So that 15 minutes will be shown under this pending hours. And next we have the overtime hours. That is, any extra hours worked beyond the standard schedule will be shown in this overtime hours. Next is the not approved overtime hours. That is, when an employee takes an overtime, that overtime hours has to be approved. So if that is not approved, it will be shown in over here. That is not approved overtime hours. And next we have the actions. So in the action, we have the options to edit or delete the individual records for accurate data maintenance. So if you want to edit this employees our account details, we can click on edit and we can make the necessary updates. So let's say we need to give the worked hours of this employee as 8 hours, and we can provide that over here and save. Now we can see that the attendance account updated successfully. So this is how we'll be able to update or edit the R account that has been created for an employee, and then we have the option to remove the R account. And over here, we have the search option. That is, if we want to search for any particular employee's R account, we can provide the employee name and all the R accounts created for that employee will be shown. Next is the filter. That is, if you want to filter out any particular data, we can use this filter. That is, let's say we have to filter out the work R account of an employee, Abigail Roberts. We can provide the employee name over here and click on filter. Then that employees our accounts will be filtered out, and we'll be able to view that. Similarly, we have the options to filter out the details based on the company's name, department, job position, shift, work type, reporting manager, and work location. And this is based on work info. And then we have the worked hours, like if we can set the month, year, overtime, worked hours, and all. So let's say we have to filter out only 2025's hour account. So we can provide the year over there. Next is the advanced options. That is, if we want to filter out based on the worked hours greater or equal, worked hours less than or equal, and all, we can provide it over here. So we have given year 2025, and let's click on filter, and all the R accounts that has been created for that year will appear. That is the filter option. And then we have the group by option. That is, if we want to group by the R account or based on employee, month and all, we can provide the field over here. So let's say we have to group the employee R account by employee. So let's give, we have to give employee and it will be grouped by employee. So these are different employees and we'll be able to view the R accounts for each employee like that. So if you want to remove the filter, we can simply click on remove and it will be removed. So like that, we'll be able to group by the R account view. And next, under the actions, we have the export and delete option. That is, if we want to export the R accounts created, we can click on, we can select the data and click on export. So let's see how it is done. So let's click on export. We do not have to select the R account details like this. I'm unselecting it. We can simply go to the actions and click on export, and from here we'll be able to select the Excel columns that we require in the sheet we are trying to export. So here we have different fields like modified by, is active, month, employee, year, work, does and all. So if you want to select all of the columns in the Excel sheet, we can click on select all, and all these columns will be there in the sheet that we are exporting. So for now, I'm not selecting all. I'm just giving employee, year, pending hours, month, worked hours, and overtime hours. So these are the columns I require for the sheet I'm exporting. And then we have the work info. So if we want to export any particular employees or accounts, we can select the employee over here, and that employees or accounts will be exported. And then we have the job position, sorry. Then we have the job position, shift, work type, reporting manager and all. Like that, we can set a job position and only the employees in working in that job positions or accounts will be exported. So like that, you'll be able to set the work info filter, and then you have the work hours. So if you want to export any particular year's work our accounts, we can set the year over here, and then you have the month, work hours and overtime. And next is the advanced filters, that is worked hours greater or equal, worked hours less than or equal, pending hours greater than or equal. Like that, we have different fields that we can, different options with which we'll be able to export the R accounts. So for now, I'm clicking on export so that all of the R accounts that are there will be exported. So let's click on export. And over here, we have the attendance account. So this is the exported file. So we have the employee name. So these are the fields that we have set as the columns in the Excel. So we have the employee name, the month, year, worked hours, pending hours and overtime hours. So this is how we'll be able to export the R accounts. So next in the actions, we have delete. That is, if we want to delete the R accounts, we can select the R accounts that we want to delete and click on actions and delete. And those R accounts will be deleted. And next, we also have the export records option over here. That is, when we select records from our account records from here, we can will be able to export only those particular R accounts by clicking on this export records. And when we confirm it, we'll be able to view the R account records for Benjamin Parker and Abigail Roberts. Since we have selected only those two particular employees, we'll be able to export only that R accounts. So that's the use of the export records option over here. And we'll be able to select all records and unselect all records. And over here, we have the create button with which we'll be able to create a new R account for an employee. So let's see how that works. So let's click on the create account, and we have the field to add the employee. So over here, we can add the employee for whom we are trying to create this R account for. So let's select an employee, Andrew Hayes, and I'm giving the month as January and I'm setting the year 2025. So we will be able to set the month and year for which we are trying to create the R account for. And we can also set the worked hours. So I'm giving the worked hours at 8 hours, and also the pending hours as 15 minutes. And then we have the overtime. If there are any overtime that has to be added to this hour account, we'll be able to do that. So I'm saving it. So we can see the attendance account added, and over here we'll be able to find the attendance hour account that we have added for Andrew Hayes in the month of January 2025, and the worked hours is 8 hours, and we have the pending hours as 15. So this is how we'll be able to create a new hour account from here. So hope it is clear, and thank you for watching.